Hello, this is Süleyman Dereköy from photophilia.com. I hope everything is well with you. In this video, I want to share with you something I recently noticed in a video game. I used to play a lot of games, maybe 10 years ago. Uh, that was before I discovered photography, and actually, uh, video games led me to photography eventually. But that's another story. Maybe later I'll tell you about that. I revisited Battlefield 4 in January to see what was going on and have some fun time. Of course, in January, the Ukrainian war uh, hasn't started yet, and uh, it's very sad to see all the wars going on in the world. I hope and wish all the wars stop and go back to where they belong. I mean, it's great to see a battle scene, for example, in Lord of the Rings or other movies, and it's a lot of fun to play war games. But in real life, it's the pain, the suffering, the deaths, unbearable, unbearable. What a human does to another. I hope all wars stop. So I hope all wars go back to where they belong, entertainment. Maybe we should revisit some artworks we had experience with before. For example, a good novel, a book, a painting, a movie. So we can have some uh, different perspective on that because we have more we have different experiences, we have different perspectives, so we may interpret what we see very differently uh, during those revisits. So something like that happened to me while playing this game, this Battlefield 4. By the way, I made a compilation video and published it on YouTube on my gaming channel. I'll put the link down in the description. So something similar happened to me. I noticed some things with a photographic eye after all those years because as I said last time I played, I wasn't a photographer, and now when you start to see things through different lenses, you or different experience lenses, you start to notice some different things. So I noticed uh, a scene in Battlefield 4 while playing the Silk Road map, and this scene was consisting of dead trees, just like the ones in Dead Valley in Namibia in the desert. Uh, they just remind me of those trees, and I was stunned by the artwork by those art directors. I loved it, and I want to share the view with you in a moment. Actually, the game takes place in Gobi Desert in Asia, but I checked online some of the photos, uh, dead tree photos there, and those those trees in the game were not similar to the ones in the real life uh, photos in the Gobi Desert, as far as I can see. So maybe the art directors, the team behind this map, this scene, uh, was inspired from the photos from Death Valley or not. I don't know, but those definitely reminded me of the trees there. Just Google that play on your computer or your device, whatever you are using, you'll see what I mean. I'll put an example over there after the recording. This choice of the art directors, it was beautiful, and very smart, I think. So let me take you inside the game and show what was going on there. Maybe we can take a photograph as well. All right, this is the desert I'm talking about. Let's just go to the scene. Here are the trees. You see them? Beautiful. And you can maybe even take a photograph. Let's hide the chat. Maybe we can even take a photograph from here. Just like this. Just like this. Maybe. Yeah. Alright. Just like this. Alright. I loved how they edit these dead trees over here. But in photographic terms, we have a problem here. We have the sun behind us, and there are no shadows visible here, which makes the scene quite flat. We don't normally want that in our photographs. We want those nice shadows to define the depth of our photos. So, if this was a real scene, maybe we would come here at a time where the sun goes very low, right around there, and we would take some nice photographs. And you see the mountains back there, the snowy mountains like ice and fire, these cold tones and warm tones. This is just a beautiful scene to photograph. Let's take another view. By the way, there is a huge battle is going on. So, this is for the art, guys. Maybe we are losing, but the art is winning. So, here's the scene. Look at the beauty of this. Look at the beautiful dead trees over there, and the mountains and hills right over there at the middle. Beautiful scene. Beautiful contrast between blue and yellow tones, orange tones. Beautiful contrast. Warm tones and cold tones. Such an amazing scene. Such a delight to photograph. And here, yeah. Here's the warning about the war in Ukraine. When the war started, nobody wanted to play on the Russian side. They had to take measures. Okay, here's the scene. And I think here's a nice photograph. Just like this. In Photoshop, we can edit out the gun, the hands, the tank even. No! Don't touch my trees! Yeah. Beautiful photograph. If this would be a real scene, it would be amazing. All right, I just wanted to share a photographic experience from an unexpected environment this time. I'm working on photophilia for quite some time and it's about to start. Photophilia is going to be a community for photography lovers. Please subscribe and join us and let's build something beautiful. See you next time. Bye.